Welcome back everyone. In this class we are going to discuss about working of nested for loop in Python. What is nested loop? When a loop is applied inside another loop, it becomes a nested loop. The loop which is inside the body of other loop is called inner loop, and the first loop which is given outside, that is called outer loop. Loops can be nested multiple times inside one another. Different types of loop also can be nested inside one another. Nested for loop. For loop placed inside another for loop's body. Let us understand working of this using a flow chart. Here one for loop is given. This for loop, first time it is given in the program, it becomes the outer for loop. We know for loop works for every element of its sequence. When element is available, it executes the body. The statements are given. These statements are executed. In this body itself, another for loop is given. This is the inner for loop now. Now here again elements in the sequence will be there. When the elements are available, it executes the statements. It checks for the next element and then it will be executing again the statements. Once all the elements of the sequence get completed, then it goes to the outer for loop for the next turn to check the next element whether it is available or not. If it is available, again the outer for loop executes its statements and then enters inside the inner loop. Again it keeps executing these many times, and then once this get over, it goes again to the outer loop. Similar way it keeps cycling like this. Once all the elements of this outer loop get over, then it comes out of the loop, it executes the other part of the program. For example, I made a bigger wheel and a smaller wheel. Bigger one is 3 times than the smaller. If I have one cycle of this bigger wheel, the smaller will run 3 times. This you can take an example, outer loop having 1 count and the inner loop having 3 count. If the outer loop is having 3 counts, then inner loop will run totally 9 times. Let us see one example coding here. For I in range 1, print outer loop, that is I. So range of 1 means it is going to take from 0 by default, 0 and then 1 is not included. So only 1 for 0 it is going to run. In the body of this, another for loop called J, here 3 times it runs, J is getting printed. So the output will be like this, outer loop 0, inner 1, inner 2. Let us execute through the Python program. Let me write for loop, the same example as 1, print outer loop, comma I. Now here I give for J in range, I have 3 here, and then I print here inner, and then I give J. So let us run this. So you can see for outer 1 time, that is 0 time, inner runs 3 times, 0, 1, 2. If I increase this to 5, let me check what happens. Every 1 time of I runs, J will run 3 times. You can see here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is 5 times. Every outer loop 1 time it runs, inner loop runs 3 times. Range of 5. I am going to change as a list here. I will be giving Roman letter 1, 2, 3. I want to run every time this one 5 times. So what happens here? I becomes this one, I becomes this one, I becomes this one. Let us check. See, outer loop 1, outer loop 2, outer loop 3. It looks like the Roman numbers. In case if I change 1, 6, and then it is going to run 1 to 5 times. If I need little more gap here, I just give some gap. So you can see that little gap is there. So this is just for understanding. Let us meet in the next class with more programs, the pattern programs. I will discuss those programs in very easy manner to understand. So keep watching my channel. Until then, bye. Thank you.